Hi, how are you all today? I am Destiny and welcome to my channel. I wanted to get on here and talk about what my experience was with OMAD, which means 1 meal a day, which I did for 1 month. And we'll get the results, we'll get where I stand with OMAD, and we'll also see if I'm still continuing to do it or not. So let's get into the video. So OMAD, what is it? It stands for 1 meal a day. And what it means is that you're fasting for 23 hours, and then for an hour, you have an eating window, and then you go back to fasting. So I started OMAD about 4 weeks ago, and I thought the results were amazing. And we'll get to the results towards the end of the video, so just make sure you keep watching. But I just want to explain to you a little bit why I chose OMAD and where my weight was, and then we'll get to where my weight is. So when I first started, I was weighing 220 pounds, and I had decided that it was time that I started losing weight. Now I have 2 under 2, and they're less than a year apart. So, well, I take that back. They're about a year and 10 days apart. So I didn't have a lot of time in the past 2 years to lose weight because I gained a lot of weight in my first pregnancy, and then right after I got pregnant again. And I didn't gain weight in my second pregnancy, but I only lost, I think, maybe like 5 to 10 pounds when I ended up having my second child. I was only like 5 to 10 pounds lighter than when I had my first child. And exercising with 2 children under 2 and being a working mom is hard to find time to exercise. So I decided that I was going to try the 16-8 fasting, intermittent fasting. And I did that for about a week and a half, and it worked well. Like, I was losing weight. But I then decided that I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more, and I decided to start going with OMAD, 1 meal a day. And I loved it. I mean, the first few days were really, really hard, and I was really hungry. But after my body started like acclimating to my eating schedule, I love it. Like, I think it is a really useful tool in terms of like losing weight. I don't want to say that I'll do it long term. My plan is to get under 200 and then maybe transition back to maybe 2 meals a day, or maybe 16 to 8, or maybe have variations within the week of fasting. So that gives a little bit of hint about how much I lost. But first, I want to tell you, before I tell you how much I lost, I want to tell you what I appreciate about OMAD. First of all, I am a working mom, and I have 2 under 2. So my schedule is hectic, and I don't have to overthink what I'm going to eat. I don't have to plan dinner and try to also plan it for my child who's eating now, and also plan it for my husband who doesn't really like to eat healthy. And I didn't have to really think about dinner for everybody and what's gonna fit with everybody's eating style, or things they like or things they don't like. And I only had to think about it for me because I eat at between 12 to 2. Sometimes it varies, but I will start my hour of eating between 12 to 2. And I'm at work at that time. I work from home, so it's only me in the house. And so I only have to feed myself. And so I only have to think about what is healthy that I can eat. And then I cook dinner for everybody else, and I don't have to think about, all the carbs or maybe the sugars or things like that. So that's the first thing that I really enjoyed about OMAD. And the second thing is that really, I don't have to really think about 3 separate healthy meals, Like, I don't have to this kind of plays into it, but I don't have to overthink eating, because I don't have 3 healthy meals that I have to think about. I have 1 decent size healthy meal that I have to think about. And it just causes it's less overthinking, less anxiety about like calorie counting and what I'm putting into my body and things like that. And I want to make note that I do not subscribe to the idea that I can eat whatever I want on OMAD. I still eat healthy. I still try to lower my carbs. I still lower my sugar intake. I still adhere to a healthy and balanced meal, but all within an hour. And so those are the reasons why I decided to pursue OMAD, or to do OMAD. And some of the cons are that, like, in the first few days you're gonna be so hungry. Now I've fasted in my background for religious reasons. I have fasted, so I'm used to dealing with that hunger and, you know, kind of putting it to the back of your mind. But for someone who maybe hasn't ever like dealt with that sense of like feeling so hungry, it can be really, really hard in the first few days. And I definitely think if you jump like I did from 16, 8, and then, so yeah, it can be really hard to make that kind of transition from as someone who's not fasted before and then just go straight into OMAD. But yeah, I definitely think that it has been beneficial for me. I have lost 15 pounds in 4 weeks with little to no exercise, and am going to continue with OMAD. And when I get under 200, I'm thinking about like maybe doing some variations of fasting, not necessarily doing OMAD every single day. But yeah, that is my experience with OMAD, and I'm thinking about having weekly weigh-ins. And if you would like to be a part of it, please like and subscribe. Thank you.